Hello, this is Zero from home, and welcome back to the channel. Now, this is my Gallantmon Digimon deck profile. Gallantmon is one of my favorite Digimon of all time, and I'm getting into Digimon recently, and I really want to share my deck with you, and you'll see this deck in upcoming content as well. So now let's get started. I'm playing 4 of the EX2 Digimon. Its inherited effect is that if the Digimon has Gillmon, Growlmon, or Gallantmon in its name, when it attacks, you draw a card. Pretty good to give you some resource management and give you some more cards in your hand. Playing 1 BT2 Digimon. When your opponent has 5 or more cards in their trash, the Digimon gains 1000 DP. Playing 4 of the Gallantmon from the trial deck. Its ability is that when it's in play, if your opponent has level 6 or higher Digimon, you may pay 4 memory to Digivolve into a Gallantmon from your hand, ignoring its Digivolution cost. And its inherited effect is that when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, you draw 1 card. I play 4 of the EX2 Gallantmon. Its ability is on play. You can reveal the top 4 cards of your deck and add 1 Growlmon or Gallantmon from them, and then search for a Tokado and add that as well. Its inherited effect is when the Digimon has Growlmon or Gallantmon in its name. When it attacks, it deletes a 3K or less Digimon. I play 4 of the Gallantmon X Antibody. It digivolves from Gallantmon for a cost of 0. And when it digivolves, it deletes a 3K or less Digimon your opponent controls. Its inherited effect is that it adds 1000 bonus 1000 DP to any deletion effect, meaning that for this Digimon, if it deletes for 3K, instead it deletes for 4K as long as this card's in the source. I play 1 Omnimon. He digivolves from a red tamer for the cost of his Digivolution cost. And he's really good at clearing out the game because when you digivolve on a tamer that was played before, it can attack. And it can also build you from nothing. So if you have no Digimon, you can start building from your tamers. Really good to at least play 1 in a red deck. Play 4 of the Growlmon from the trial deck. Its inherited effect is that when your opponent's Digimon is deleted, you gain 1 memory. It really helps you get out of memory stuck situations. And the next Growlmon I play is the EX2 one. When it attacks, you delete a 2K or less DP Digimon your opponent controls. If you have a tamer in play, it deletes a 4K DP Digimon instead. Its inherited effect is the same as the EX2 Gallantmons. I play 4 of the Growlmon X Antibody. It digivolves from Growlmon for a cost of 0. Its inherited effect is the 1000K bonus effect. I play 2 Rise Greymon from BT4. Very staple red card. During your turn, it's a yellow Digimon as well. It has Digiburst 2, meaning you take 2 sources from underneath it and put it into the trash to activate its effect. It plays a red or yellow tamer worth 4 memory or less and places the field for no cost. Really good. Digiburst can be activated as many times as you want, as long as it doesn't say once per turn. Its inherited effect is that if you have a tamer in play, when the Digimon attacks, you can give minus 2K DP to an opponent's Digimon. Really good to get over boss Digimon, and really good to just keep a lot of the lower Digimon down, because if you lose them to 0 DP, they get deleted. I play 2 of the trial deck War Growlmon. Its effect is that when it attacks, you delete a 3K or less DP Digimon. Its inherited effect is that if an opponent's Digimon is deleted, the Digimon gains an extra security check. Really good to push for game and push for more damage. Play 2 of the BT2. No, sorry, the BT2. EX2 War Growlmon. Its effect is that when you attack, you delete a 4K or DP or less Digimon. If you have a tamer in play, it becomes 6K. And it has the inherited effect for the 1000 boost. I like the 1000 boost because it makes some of your low DP Digimon deletion effects actually bigger and can actually result in more deletion. Now I play 4 of the War Growlmon X. It digivolves off War Growlmon for a cost of 0. Its Digivolution effect is that you can select 2 of your opponent's Digimon, and when they get deleted, the opponent loses 1 memory. In translation, it means when it's your turn and you delete those Digimon, you gain memory. Meaning that if they both die, you gain 2 memory. Its second part of the effect is if War Gallantmon is in the source or the card X antibody, you also get the ability to delete Digimon on your opponent's field up to the amount of 6k DP, meaning you can either delete one Digimon worth 6k or two Digimon worth 3k DP. So, War Gallantmon X, fantastic card. I play 3 Gallantmon from the trial deck. This is indispensable for Gallantmon. I think the extra security attack is really good. His effect, when he attacks, deletes a 4k or less DP Digimon, and if he cannot do that, he gains 3k DP, making him really big when you're attacking to security, or when you're trying to get over big Digimon that are rested. Really good. Not to mention, he has an evolution cost of 3. I play one of the BT2 Gallantmon. You can play the EX2 Gallantmon, but I like this Gallantmon better because his effects seem a lot more valuable to me. His first effect, and if Digivolving, you can delete a 6k less DP Digimon as long as you have a tamer in play. The second effect is that when he attacks, for every 10 cards in your opponent's trash, you trash a card from their top of security. So if they have more cards in their trash, you can dump more of their security and get easier games. I like him because his effect is simple, and if your opponent tries to play around you by not playing a lot of Digimon, this card will punish them for doing so. I play 2 Gallantmon X. You can Digivolve off of a Gallantmon for 1 memory. Its effect is when it Digivolves, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. Its second effect is that, oh, my bad. If it does not delete a Digimon through that effect, it unsuspends, so it restands. And its second effect is if you have Gallantmon in the source, or the card X antibody, it also dumps the top of security if a opponent's Digimon is deleted. So it also gives them more damage, and it can either get rid of something small, or if they don't have anything they're trying to play around you, you can get a restand. So you get an extra attack. Really good. Now I play one of the Omnimons from BT5. You can play Crimson Mode. That is also a really good card to play in Gallantmon. It's Gallantmon themed. But I am playing Omnimon because I like his abilities a bit better in the metagame. He has Blitz, meaning that if the turn ends, he may attack. So if my memory goes into the negative, he may get a swing in. His second effect is when he Digivolves, he unsuspends, making sure he gets that attack with Blitz. His last effect is you can put a level 6 from your hand into a level 6 Digimon from its source into your hand to prevent its destruction. It's sent back to hand or deck. So, really good for keeping on board. Pressure on, gets extra attack. And Crimson Mode is those two cards are very interchangeable with each other. I play 3 Tocado. All tamers have the effect that when they're checked in security, they come into play. So, kind of skip that. Its first effect is, if opponent's Digimon is deleted, you may tap that card to gain 1 memory. And the second effect is if your Digimon into a Groundmon or Gallantmon, it gives those Digimon Blitz. Before, this deck didn't have that, and so now that it does, it can actually keep swinging and keep pressuring your opponent very slowly and activating all the Digi-Evolution effects or the on-attack effects to delete. Tocado is invaluable for a Gallantmon deck. Now I'm playing 2 Ties. He is known as a fixer, meaning that if my memory is under 2, when my opponent ends their turn, I can gain up to 3 memory, meaning that I don't have to get memory stuck. And the second effect is that if a red Digimon has 4 more sources, it gains an extra security attack. Now this card is very interchangeable with a card called Cool Boy, and that card is very good with interchangeable with the X antibody parts of the deck. But I'm choosing to play this version. It has a lot more pressure and a lot more damage. Playing 1 Gaia Force. Its effect is to delete 1 Digimon your opponent controls. Simple and sweet. Has a big play cost, but its security effect activates if it's checked, meaning it can save you in a life or death situation. Play 2 Lightning Joust. I really like this card. You can target one of your Digimon and it gains plus 2k DP. And if your opponent's security and your security are the same, it gives that Digimon an extra security check. It can be a linchpin if you're behind, and it can help get over big Digimon and get rid of all the security big Digimon in the way. No need for jamming. And lastly, I play 2 Red Memory Boost. Its effect is when you play it, you search the top 4 cards for a Digimon, add to your hand, it remains on the field. And the second effect is Delay. When it's on the field, not to the turn when it's placed, you may send it to the trash to gain 2 memory. Gets you out of being memory stuck, can make you play more cards per turn. Really staple card for any color that you play. And its effect is when it hits in security, it plays itself. And that was my Gallantmon deck profile. I hope that I explained everything very well. I really love Gallantmon. He's my favorite Digimon. And I want to make some more content on the channel. Leave a like, a subscribe, and tell me what your favorite Digimon is. And if you want to see more content like this, please let me know. And so that we can start creating stuff for you. Thank you for watching.